exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you. And love, life's sweetest reward. Let it flow.
How come the crew bar, the crew bar open early?
It's good to I probably wouldn't get a stool. I'd have to sit on the floor and drink.
That's right. That's right, John. That's right.
You do this, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot different than we did 40 years ago, lads. John, did you start? Yeah, we do a little bit.
No,
I'm younger.
no. Oh, is that?
I'm still 21.
Is that Malcolm Conley or Malcolm from Skagway Race?
It's Malcolm. Malcolm, your camera's off.
Well, which one?
Is my camera off?
Yeah.
Malcolm, the cameraman's camera's off.
Wow, Malcolm, great to hear from you anyway.
I'm showing on the screen here.
No, it's off.
I've gone here, Mel's camera's off.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I've just come on to say hello and goodbye. My niece has just had a baby this evening, so I've got all the family on the other line.
Oh, congratulations, Jerry.
Oh, congrats, mate, Everton.
I'm now a great uncle again.
Well done, Jerry. Kids are lovely. Congratulations.
Cheers.
Cheers, Jerry.
Kids are lovely. Bye.
See you.
I hope you're doing them men tonight. Yeah, you haven't got a clue who I am because I don't look like I did.
Malcolm.
No, we're not. Another Malcolm.
I'm happy that you've joined the club, Malcolm.
You're greeted as a friend, no matter who you are.
Yeah.
Who's starting this off, by the way?
Yeah. Back on the air.
Winding him up. That's your bollock for the night, I am here, I'm sorry.
Colin Doughty.
A little delay. I only go first time. I didn't make it in time. David, I've given Colin his I've given Johnny's bollocking.
You gave me a bollocking, yeah?
No, I might get the handbag.
No, I got a bollocking, Dave.
About the handbag, right.
Well, so you should be.
Let me see.
There won't be keys to the bar because it was opened up early.
I know, I think it was Jerry Dyer. It's Jerry Dyer.
You know.
We don't know who did it, Dave.
Yeah.
Nobody's holding their hands up.
Yeah.
Nobody's
But it's even for a lockdown when you finish, isn't it?
Hang on.
I don't think Dave's seen Malcolm yet.
I'm getting Derek because Derek can't do the messenger, so I'm putting him on WhatsApp in Ollie's pocket, and I'll stick Ollie in the pocket as well.
Dave, you should say hi to Malcolm. David.
Can everybody see me now? Everybody can see me now?
We can see you, Colin. But
is that right, Derek? Right. You and Ollie. Where's Ollie?
Okay. I'm just going to disappear off screen for a minute. I need to get something. All right, Colin. So who have we got tonight? John. Who have we got, John?
All right. We have. Okay, so I must explain something to Malcolm. Right, it's very difficult because everyone tries to talk at the same time. I don't think Dave Ings even knows that Malcolm Conley, my cameraman's, in the crew bar. See?
Hello, Dave. You all right, mate?
Malcolm.
See his face. What the hell is that?
Hang on. Let's get yourself sorted.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Malcolm, it's a special day today. You're going on the big screen in the crew bar.
Oh, for God's sake!
Hey,
you got trousers on.
Yeah.
We're getting another Malcolm on now. We're getting another Malcolm on as well.
Hey, Malcolm, you know there's a lot of talk about you with the camera work and all the Channel 4. And all that. It's so great to see you.
It is.
Oh, Marcus, I don't know. I've been looking at some of the videos on there. They're 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, Gizzy.
There's a difference between Leicester and Liverpool.
Everyone,
Hey, Derek.
can you see Derek? Derek's there. Derek's Scotty's in.
Right, we're getting somewhere slowly, but sure.
Yeah.
Right, so Derek, you've got on the screen. You've got John Tremblay. He's up. I'll show you the screen in a second. John Tremblay. You've got Steve Walker. Hang on. Hang on. I'll just flip you like I do. Right. Okay. Right. There's
rephrase that, Dave.
Is that Ollie? There's Steve Walker. You've got Malcolm there. Malcolm, give a wave on your screen.
Which Malcolm? There's two of them, Dave.
Yeah, which Malcolm?
Cameraman Malcolm.
That's me.
Cameraman. Yeah. And then there's Colonel.
I must say, Dave, that there's a second crew bar going on with Angelo in it. I don't know how that happened.
Where is he?
Well, they're on a separate page.
And then there's Malcolm the bellboy who won the. No, that's just he didn't win the Skagway Marathon. I think they ran round him and they called it the Skagway Marathon.
It took me ages to open a can of fun.
There is Malcolm, who did win the Skagway Marathon now, Scotty. All right. Okay. And then that will be us. Hang on, I'm going back up on there. Right. So there's Scotty. Right.
We got that sorted.
Yeah.
Right. Malcolm. Do you both Malcolms remember each other? No.
Well, you must do, because you recorded him in the second Skagway race.
See,
that's right.
Derek.
Listen, guys, a long while ago. If we have pictures now of what we looked like 40 years ago, you'd go, oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they look like you've nothing to remembering, isn't it?
I mean, that's all like 40
when you
years
see
ago.
the pictures online, that's when you remember what went on. It was all good fun.
Exactly.
Right.
Did that really happen?
I want Ollie in his pocket with you, all right? I did speak to Ollie. I said, hi there, I'm using WhatsApp. He's not, add to him. Right, okay. He's calling now. See what happens. Oh, fuck me. It's a load
Worthing's got a little bit of it. It's the oldest, it's the biggest
Derek,
senior citizen collection in the country, I believe.
I think it's here at the moment.
I've just told Derek I've got to put the charger on the WhatsApp, otherwise he's going to go down on me. But that's
Never done that before.
That wouldn't be the first time, dear.
Can you turn the camera off when it happens?
Not in the crew bar.
We don't do blue movies.
I'm sure weird things have happened in the crew bar.
Funny thing is, he's disappeared off the screen.
While we're down there.
Anyone remember any of these?
Oh yeah.
Oh, tug of war.
Right, hang on.
That looks like Ray Sackery at the front.
Well, it's not. We can't find Ray Sackery.
No, we can't find Ray Sackery.
Right now, computer, have you got the...
I haven't.
Do you mean this, Ray?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's Sackery, yeah.
Sackery?
Yeah.
Sackery, yeah.
Oh. Sackery?
Yeah.
Flipping heck. Oh, hang on. Better get you up there.
That's a feeling.
There's a bellboy there.
Yeah, one of there were 4 bellboys at the time on the Sun Princess. There was me, Ray Sackery, Dave Hale, and John Lowe.
Yeah.
John Lowe, yeah.
I remember John Lewis.
Malcolm, as in cameraman Malcolm, it was Dave Hall, Schoolie Hall.
Dave Hall,
Yeah.
Schoolie
Hall, not Hale, because Dave Hale.
I'm sorry, I got the name wrong. It was Dave Hall.
No, Dave Hale went to sea with Gizzy, and their captain was Noah.
There was another lad as well from Liverpool.
Boy, Gizzy, there's a bit of a thing there. Senior member.
Do you know, I still get the Christmas card off Schoolie Hall. I've had a Christmas card off him every year for about 30 years.
Wow.
They live in just outside of Poole.
Right. Oh, it's Schoolie Hall. Where does he live? Is he Yorkshire way?
Yeah, it is at a place called Ellerton, just outside of Hull. And he sends me a Christmas card every year.
Right.
I've not been in touch with him, I've not seen him, but every year I have a Christmas card and I send him one back.
So is he not on Facebook, Jim?
No, he's not. As far as I'm aware, no, I've never found him. I think his kids are growing up now, I guess.
Ollie, where the fuck have you been?
Wow, the first.
It's a mysterious place. I lived there for a while. Say no more.
It's all like Dave's bucket, see.
Yeah. Hi, Ollie.
Yeah, there he is.
Ollie!
Ollie.
Ollie, give a wave, Ollie. You're on the screen, on the big screen, Ollie. Yeah,
Right.
with Derek.
Hello, Ollie.
And we need to send a technician round to Derek's, Dave. We need a.
We tried earlier. Derek and I were on, weren't we, Derek?
Not a messenger, you weren't.
We were. We tried on Messenger. Right, Malcolm the bellboy, give a wave now. Ollie's looking at you.
You're both Ollie.
Ollie the cameraman. Ollie, that's Malcolm the cameraman. Channel 4 News.
Yeah.
You know, you get relieved by Steve Walker when Malcolm was...
rephrase that.
It's not going down now.
Another photograph.
It is a family show. Right, I'm going to flip you two boys so you're on the screen, but you can listen to the others, all right?
Yeah.
Right. They're coming on. There they are. Right, so there they are. It's like the two hecklers.
Waldorf and Stadler.
Oh, dear.
Can I be relieved? I've got to go on Doom.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you're relieved. Yeah.
Relieve you with Gizzy.
Try and keep updated on the score.
No, don't. I'm taping the game.
Sorry. So I can stop on the update if you like.
Yeah.
You're right. Well, I'll be on for the second half anyway. Just about dick off. Enjoy the game.
See you, mate.
See you, Gizzy.
See you, Gizzy.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Right, so I must say something. So
Boys, Gizzy's just gone off because he's gone the Leicester game.
Okay, so Malcolm.
Yeah.
Malcolm, if you send me the picture, Dave, whoa, time out.
Yeah.
Malcolm, so send me that picture before I start editing today, okay? The picture you had, that one, that one, yeah. Okay. Got you. See, I don't want to bollock Colin Doughty, but he didn't send me the pictures last week.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave. Sorry, John, I forgot.
That's okay, Colin. It's okay.
Completely. Sorry.
That's all right. It's all right.
This crew bar is turning into bollockins now every week. I don't mind. Let's give the bollockins. Let's have them.
The Colonel is in charge.
No, I'm not. We've got room for one more person in the bar.
John?
Yes.
John?
I'm sorry. Bollockins as I got. All right, Colonel, I had a hat trick of Bollockins on the same night, and that was a nightmare. Quick question: who had the picture of Bray Zachary?
Yeah.
Can you do that to Colonel as well? Because we want to put
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
You know, or should we say lost and found? We've lost him, but we'd like to find him.
I'm a bit thick as well, I must admit.
Ollie just said he's a bit thick. Ollie, you're on the big screen in the crew bar with Derek.
With Derek, yeah. Scotty, yeah.
Are we going to get somebody in or not?
Yeah, guess so. Try.
Colonel, before it's Taffy. Taffy, get
Taffy, yeah.
I'll get him.
Get Taffy, yeah.
Malcolm, we had an upset because Taffy supplies a lot of the footage, you know, in the build up to the crew bar, and we forgot to invite him, and he's a very like everybody else. Everyone's very special, but so's Taffy. So we had Brendan. Malcolm, do you remember Brendan Cole?
Which Malcolm?
Either Malcolm.
Yes, I remember.
I've got Mel C, cameraman, and Mel B, Mel Boy.
You got two nice girls here. This is marvellous.
Provide all sorts in the crew bar.
Yeah.
Can I just name those?
Early batches, everything.
Does anyone remember Scott T, a singer?
Who? Let's have a look. Zoom in. What was he? Was he part of the entertainments team, or was he sort of an individual?
Yeah, an individual independent singer. What about John Crossley?
Crossley. He was on the crew staff, wasn't he?
Yes. Martin Hawks.
Martin.
Hawks.
No.
Oh, rings a bell.
That name rings a bell, Martin Hawks, yeah.
Jones
that boy.
Chris Jones or Chris James.
Sorry, I'll flip you.
I remember Chris James.
In the beard.
Screen, there's the picture.
Yeah.
Martin, is it Brewham? SAP. Whatever an SAP is, I've forgotten that.
Senior assistant flirter.
Yeah.
Like, forgotten that. Anyway, I'll send things to you, John.
Down the bottom, is that Oscar? Down the bottom, is that Oscar?
Don't know.
No, it's not Oscar because they haven't got his bike there.
He hasn't got gin and tonic.
There's any one of the names of these then?
Who?
On the right is Taffy the storekeeper.
Yes. And there's the chef. What's the chef's name?
It was Taffy, and then there's the Welsh guy in the white, Roger. Then it's the white chef in the white. Can you see that?
Steve.
I can't see these pictures, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, guys.
It's out of focus.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, it's right at the bottom of the screen and it's not coming up with a photo.
Okay.
All right.
Wait on.
Colonel, will you be able to put that on the program?
Well, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, as long as they send it before the deadline to go to press.
I've got one more time. Well, yeah, I'll send them after this.
Yeah.
And I've sent this book to John already.
Yeah.
This is from in Skagway, a newspaper called the Lynn Canal.
Oh, you mentioned that. Hang on.
Yeah.
You mentioned that a few weeks ago. Right.
Thursday, September the 4th, 1980. And it's like a football match.
Yeah.
That's me, the dark colour, which we played in green then, against the crew of Odessa. And I'll tell you what the reporter wrote. He wrote, the Russian crew of the Odessa was too much for the English staff of the Sun Princess when the two teams met for a game of soccer in Skagway on August 27th. The Odessa team won. Now, does anyone know what the result was?
About 10-0.
Nearly. Well done, Steve.
Yeah.
7-0. Right.
We used to get a sugar and orange at half time, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know, full of vodka.
We used to have Joanne there.
Now, I've got a photograph to share. I've already sent John this one, and this was in 1970, New Year's Eve, 1978-79. Now, what you had is the oldest crew member was old Father Time, and the youngest crew member was a little baby, and I was the youngest crew member. And with fear of being ridiculed, I'm going to share this now.
Yeah.
Send it to John.
Yeah, I've got it. I got that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah. Hey, Ollie, can you see that?
Yeah.
And who was the oldest?
Yeah.
Who was the oldest?
Like the haircut.
That's it. There you are.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's Malcolm the Bailey, the bellboy. Malcolm.
Who was the oldest? Malcolm
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah.
Malcolm Williams.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Malcolm, who was the oldest?
I don't know. I will tell you who it may have been. Hold on.
Would it have been Bungie?
Why
Bungie.
am I thinking Bungie? No.
Yeah, Bungie.
Not old Jim, the PRS. No.
Oh, Dad.
Could be Dad. Yeah.
Jimmy McGrath, was it?
Jimmy McGrath. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember Dad, Derek? Do you remember Dad?
Yeah. What's his name?
Jimmy.
McGrath.
Yeah.
McGrath, are you still listening, Dave, or what?
I'm just relaying to Ollie's pocket. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'd like everyone to give a round of applause because I want to thank Colonel for wearing the football shirt representing the 7-0 thrashing of 1980. Well done, Colonel. He's wearing the same shirt.
By the way, as we have Mr. Tremlin as a weekly, participant in the crew bar, from now on, just call me the Colonel, so we know when to call John,
Bear with me.
and we refer to Malcolm Bellboy, so we know who we're talking about.
Bear with me.
Yeah. This is so annoying, Dave. So annoying. What's he doing now?
The last time I saw you, Malcolm,
Yeah.
was you were in the crew bar on the Royal Princess.
Right.
I was visiting over from the PP. I think at that time, I was crew barbing on the PP, I think.
The last time I remember Colin, we were going down from Fraser's wedding. He had a Jag, I think, then. And we had a BMW, and we had these stupid head things on going out the roof of the car. Remember that? Yeah. My wife was so pissed she couldn't get out of the car to go into the pub and have a livener.
I remember Fraser.
Oh, yeah.
It
was a long time ago, yeah.
Quick story about Fraser.
We can barely hear you, mate.
We were in dry dock in Victoria at Esquimalt, and I had a hire car, and Fraser asked me if he could borrow the car to nip into town while I was working in the crew bar that night in dry dock. So he borrowed my car, he went to town, and he came back and gave me the car keys back, no problem. When I got home, there was a letter for me from the RCMP. It was a speeding fine on Esquimalt Road in Victoria. Fraser had broke the bloody speed limit and I got the fine.
I remember Fraser did a 3-point turn right by the side of the dry dock. Came speeding in, and he did 180 degrees, right, and the ship was in the dry dock. It wasn't in water, it was in dry dock. And he bloody well came in speeding round, and I thought, flipping heck, we're nearly going to be doomed, you know.
And it was my bloody hire car.
Was that crazy, you said?
Yeah.
He needs his microphone plugged in.
We can barely hear you, Colin.
It's a mic problem.
Colin, speak up a bit, or
Turn your volume up, Colin.
I think he's got a mic in there.
Right up loud, I'm afraid. I thought
That's better.
Colin, lift the tablet off the seat. That's the most.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Take the tablet out your hand.
Yeah, I thought it was John Russell driving. Right, I thought it was John Russell driving. JR.
Jean Roussel. Right, okay.
Russell, yes. I thought it was
Jean
Russell
Roussel.
remember. Hey, listen on here. I should remember Victoria Dry Dock. We went out in hire cars to someone's house to a party, and someone tried to turn this car around, and they drove it into a ditch. Nobody remember that?
Still there, they're looking for you.
Steve Walker, didn't we go out to someone's house?
I'm sure you remember that.
In the countryside.
Yeah,
that's what I'm on about, yeah. Barbecue. Yeah. And someone tried to turn the car around. It was a single track road, and they tried to do a 3-point turn, and they backed it into a ditch. Who backed it into the ditch? I can't remember who was driving. But it took all of us to lift it out. We all got the back of it and lifted it out, I remember.
Oh my lord.
You love that at the end of a party, don't you?
Don't you love it, eh?
Yeah.
Was there a Labrador involved in this place?
Oh, hang on, are we getting out of order?
Was there a Labrador involved in this?
I
don't know.
Can't remember.
Bestiality's never been my thing.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Labrador in the crew bar, but there you go.
Yeah.
Listen, guys.
Yes,
A few dogs.
I have to go because I'm getting a call at 7:30.
Okay, Malcolm.
But this thing, I will definitely be here next week because this is absolutely fantastic.
No, we've been waiting a long time, and while I've got everyone's attention.
Is there a story coming? I'm not sure whether John John, this is Derek talking, and he was just saying about Dry Dock with a few names. Say it, Derek.
Were you in the Dry Dock in Squirmont with Dave Hale, Jimmy Gisborne, Jingles, Dave Bonnet?
That's
Phil
good.
Butcher?
Yeah.
And we all went to that Indian restaurant in Victoria.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, that was the one and only time I went to Squirmont. We hired a car for Gizzy.
That's right. I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
I was with Gizzy and we went to Nanaimo and around the island.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, guys, Malcolm, it's time to say good night to you all now.
Okay, Malcolm.
We'll see you next week, yeah?
I will definitely see you next week, 7 o'clock.
Right. Okay, mate.
I'm going to dig some photos out.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'll dig some photos out and we'll have a laugh.
Okay.
Right, see you now.
Yeah. Take care. Look after yourself.
See you, Malcolm.
Yeah,
Right. All the best.
Bye.
See ya.
See you now. Listen, before we all start jumping in, Colin, do you remember, did you used to organise a meal out in Esquimalt, Victoria?
the
You got to organise it. We always used to go to a restaurant for a meal.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
In Esquimalt, Victoria Marine Drive.
Who's that to?
Well,
Steve, who's that to?
You.
yes, Ollie.
Colin.
Me. Right, Esquimalt. I remember.
Did you arrange
Well, Derek
to
can't.
organise a meal out somewhere?
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, that's possible. I can't remember exactly. Did we go Japanese?
Available, Ollie, if you want to.
Does that ring a bell?
There is a bar stool available.
I don't think it was Japanese.
Somewhere along the line we went
I
Japanese.
seem to remember going out as a big gang of us all went out bar staff in Esquimalt for and I thought it was you who arranged it.
I don't recall.
No.
I'm not certain about that. It doesn't ring any bells.
I can remember you going and watching E.T. in Esquimalt and said you came out crying.
Did I cry today?
Right.
Okay.
I gotta say something. Dave, listen. Why don't we stop this fucking around with Ollie's Pocket, all get on Zoom next week, and we can get as many people on the world's doing Zoom. The fucking world's doing Zoom, right?
The world's doing...
I know what you're saying. I was thinking that.
Right. So listen. I am fed up of Ollie's Pocket. Nothing against Ollie.
Ollie, like your pocket. What's happened to Colonel?
No, it's...
You never know what's in his pocket.
We're gonna do Zoom. We're gonna do Zoom. All right.
Yeah, do Zoom. I agree.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try and do Zoom.
John,
Yeah.
it's all right saying Zoom, but what do you need?
Yeah.
You need to get an app or what?
No, it's a simple. You download the app on Zoom. It's free of charge. We all get on Zoom, and then one person just invites people. Yeah.
In America,
You'll have to try and introduce it slowly.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Right.
Yeah. And
Right,
also,
Colonel, how's the Tourette's going? Is it all right? Is it? John, how's the Tourette's going?
Yeah.
Is it all right?
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant. Yes.
Yeah.
The world has got Zoom. The world has got Zoom. Not only the crew bar, we've got Ollie's Pocket. All right, there's something special. All right.
I'm a bit worried about Ollie's Pocket. What's in it?
I think so this could be. This is the very.
We all know Ollie. That's a worry.
Yeah. But yes.
Right. If I say right now,
Yeah.
See, you're having 10 conversations at once.
I know.
Yeah.
And the thing with Zoom is you can mute it and turn it back on again.
So we can turn you off anytime we
Yeah,
like.
yes, you can turn people off. Yeah.
So you can see me. There we are. Yeah. I can hear them. All right.
We're doing Zoom.
All right, Derek. It's all right. Well, I'll have a word with Colonel. Yeah, I'll have a word with him. All right, Derek. It might be months, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Could be next year now. Okay.
I hope Dave ain't just talking to a blank screen there.
Yeah.
I am talking to Ollie's Pocket here, all right? I'm trying to, you guys there in the crew bar, I'm just trying to, there's a major upset here, all right, in Ollie's Pocket. And I know Colonel's a lot involved in it, but I'll have a word with him later. No, Ollie, stop crying. It's all right. It's only a pocket. It's Ollie's Pocket, and the trouble is,
it's
Derek
not Ollie's Pocket. He's not crying. He just broke the beer over his head. It's dripping down from his eyebrows.
He don't get his beer, right? All right.
If I drink anything for this, I'll become immune to corona, apparently.
Hang on, who's this?
I won't be able to socialise with anyone.
Angelo.
Angelo's there.
Angelo.
Angelo's here. Hi, Angelo. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. Just busy. I company from San Francisco, so they just left.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Busy? I thought Los Angeles or all that area was locked down.
It is.
I know that. They flew down yesterday, and they're driving back. They came and pick up my car.
I will explain to Mr. Tremlin. In the USA, nobody pays attention to what we're supposed to do. Half the country, they refuse masks, they refuse social distance, and the planes are getting jam-packed now. Yeah.
I know they say.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
From San Francisco to San Diego, there was not a seat.
Jam-packed, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We're having a same situation. We live in Wiltshire, and there are thousands of people out and about. They are not doing lockdown. Nothing's happening.
The thing is, I mean, my friend over here said, is there a lockdown? Everybody's eating, everybody's walking around, no problem.
Yeah.
And Mr. Trump is playing golf. He's on the golf course as we speak. Our leader's playing golf.
To be honest, is Trump really someone you should listen to? I've got to say, I really, my opinion of Trump is that he is not playing the ball.
What do you mean?
He's got his own interests, and that's about it.
He's in it for himself, basically, not for no one else.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah, he's in it for himself. Yeah.
Of course. Take care of himself first,
Hello, David. David, you still with us?
You can't compare Trump to Obama, can you? No way.
I think David's fallen asleep. Is David fallen asleep?
I don't know. He's snoring there. I don't know about.
Only coming in.
I'm gonna jog Dave Inge's memory now.
Yeah.
And say to him, do you remember standing on the back of the Sun Princess in Juneau when we had a meal break or something like that, whatever? We were just out there on the back, and a bald eagle flew across our head, less than 20 feet high.
Are you talking about Mick Munson or a bald eagle bird?
John, I know Munson.
Yeah, you know him.
You remember that, Dave?
Really?
Alan is on.
Absolutely. A bald eagle flew 20 feet above our head, right across the back of the deck on the Sun Princess.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Do you not remember that, Dave?
I don't know. I wish I had. Yeah.
And it shit on your head, too. He said, can you give me
I should wipe it off, mate.
piece of paper? And Polly said, what do you mean it's too far away now?
We have a lighting problem in the studio in Cardiff. Taffy Rogers needs to turn his light on.
Hey guys, do you know that Alan is on?
I know, but he's in the dark. Turn your lights on, Taff.
He's in the hard.
He's in that motorhome, I bet. That's what it is.
Yeah, but you must be able to afford a candle.
Oh,
hello, how are you?
It's better.
Hey, Taffy, what time's Roy Orbison coming on? I'm ready.
I just arrived in the Brecon Beacons.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Jeez.
That's better.
You're in your van, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in the Taffmobile.
Oh, good.
Oh, great.
I guess it's not so bad in the summer, but
Cool, Ollie.
I wanted to test it out for a few days in the winter, and so I've only really just set up, and it's not much to do, but
you defrosted it.
Of course, yeah. Well, to be honest, yeah, I don't want to wreck the blinking thing, but I've checked the weather forecast.
You're in your pocket, no, because Taffy suddenly arrived, so we got all the bathrooms are full. All right, so don't make a noise, because Colonel might hear you. Right. Keep quiet, Ollie. Keep quiet. Take it there in your pocket. Right?
Taffy, next week we're doing Zoom next week. It's real simple. You download Zoom.
There he is, that he's talking.
Yeah, we're done with Ollie's pockets. We're done with Ollie's pocket. I get in trouble because Colin Doughty has grandkids in his room and I keep using the F word. I get bollocked for doing that. But next week it's going to be Zoom.
I've been swearing a lot ever since we changed the pocket.
Colonel.
Yes.
You must remember, Colonel, as well. A lot of people on here remember Zoom as an ice lolly.
That's very funny, John. Love it.
I missed the question, Colin.
Oh, right. The question was, do I need to get onto Zoom then, do I?
But basically, it's really simple. We've all got mobile phones, and what we're going to do is we're going to download the Zoom app. And once we have the app, and then we'll go from there.
Right. Louise said to me she could do it for me.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, Colin, your audio is now perfect. So whatever you were doing before, your wife fixed it.
No, you didn't.
Okay, that's fine then. That's okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Didn't hear Colin before. He was sounding
She's shouting
Yeah.
Hey, she's shouting at me saying I'm doing it fucking wrong.
Yeah.
How does Zoom
Okay.
work? With the phone or with the email? How does Zoom work?
Download the app onto your phone.
Yeah.
Well, there, that's it. You already have my phone.
Right. Hang on, let's stay on.
John,
She's just put me a knob now.
so when we start this Zoom, what do you do? How do you know who to call?
Right. Here's what's going to happen. You and Dave and me are going to experiment during the week. So we will be Zoom experts by the time the next crew bar opens. And by the way, Dave, guess what happened to you today? You don't know this, right? Because Jerry Dyer illegally opened the crew bar. Guess what happened? It put the big spot. John Tremlin had your spot, the big spot on the left part of my screen. So you're in the tiny right-hand corner, and you're supposed to be the star of the crew bar. But no, thanks to Jerry Dyer, Mr. Tremlin got the big spot.
I haven't even seen Jerry Dyer. Where's Jerry Dyer? He wasn't even on with
Yes, he was, because he started it, and so that meant that your big spot, which you like, was gone. And Mr. Tremlin, God bless him, he took your spot.
Well done, John. Cheers, John.
Guys, I weren't trying to intrude.
You call Malcolm the cameraman then, John?
No, I didn't call him.
Taff, you look Alan, you look very relaxed.
Yeah.
I reckon.
I feel look relaxed.
I think you can join in. You don't have to be called. I think you can just join in.
Well, that's the problem. With the Zoom, it's going to fix that because there's so many different open messenger pages that people don't know which one is the crew bar.
No, but you see it. It says in green. It says join.
Yeah. If they're invited, yeah.
It's in space, yeah.
We're not allowed 8 people at a time.
No, I think it's just because I just pressed on it.
I know what the problem is, Dave. I told you last week. The problem is when we start off with the old crew bar. Say, for instance, someone's in the crew bar who we don't want next week, like Ollie or someone. then you start the crew bar in there, and then it's all effed up.
Colonel, I've got the camera on your screen. Can you say that? Ollie can see that now. Can you say exactly what you just said? Look into the camera. Ollie's looking at you. He's looking at you out of his pocket.
Okay. Hello, Ollie. I love you. Even
his face.
I was watching Brighton and Hove Albion the other day, the gay football club.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I've got to say, don't like that.
You said they're a very happy club.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
Well done.
Yeah.
Happy days. They all helped out when they were busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah. I want to go back to my bollocking from Steve, but I guess we're not allowed to talk about that.
No.
That's okay. I won't mention it.
So Ollie's in Dave's pocket, is he?
Yeah. Yes, he is. Yeah. Not for the first time. Taffy's talking. There he is. Go on, Taffy.
When we go on Zoom, will we be able to have more than 8 bar stools?
Absolutely. We can get 100 bar stools.
Oh my God!
No,
who's buying the first round? That's what I want
to know. all this goes on Dave Inge's tab, by the way.
Yeah.
That's good. That's fine. I like that.
We'll get Hilda on next week, and she can take it out of the crew fund.
You know.
John, it's my understanding on the Zoom that I believe up to the first 40 minutes or so it's free. The cost implication after that.
Okay, well, that's okay. I did not realise that. If that's the case, then the crew bar is going to be open for 40 minutes.
Oh well, we're short of the time now.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that.
Organised, David. It's 40 minutes on. We're just getting organised now.
You could probably
we're 5 minutes into paying for it now, Johnny, and we've only just got settled on the bar stool.
I'm sure we can log out and log back in.
Yeah, we can see. That's why I'm happy that Mr. Tremlin is part of the crew bar. He has a permanent bar stool.
Oh,
Now
you're talking.
What's going on?
I thought I was the boss, John.
Yeah, so, well, you're the. Yeah, I know. You're right.
Colonel Stubb.
No, but I was going to say something. Okay, here's the deal. So this week I was thinking, how long will the crew bar go on for? We can't keep doing this, right? And then, today I realised this could be the best crew bar ever. You know, so it's going to continue.
Yes.
But I tell you what, you guys have got to read Peter Pratt's book, because I'm learning stuff, Colin, I never knew was fucking going on in the Bureau. Never in a million years did I know this stuff was going on. I know I'm not allowed to talk about it, but unbelievable.
There was stuff going on all over the place. But at the end of the day, the more people or friends we can bring into it to have a good chat, which is what it's all about, and even if I don't know them, but someone I know here knows them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's all about what we did when we went to sea, how we enjoyed life at sea, which we did.
Yeah.
I mean, it was what we did, and it was good fun. There was no doubt about it. I mean, I'm sure that life at sea now is nowhere.
No, absolutely not. You're right. Yeah.
And so we just need to enjoy. I mean, there are people that are now gone, unfortunately, that I knew as senior officers that are now that also went into the office and worked to senior positions there, that did things that were unbelievable. But those things I will never depart. What happened on the ship went on the ship.
In fact,
that was nice to fly on again to San Juan to join. It was join the PP, and I got to New York, and I came out and it was freezing, and I had to change terminals. And at the time, I'd eaten some bloody snails the night before I flew from the UK, and I came to the mountains. Yeah, well, they did. They wanted to come out right out. Anyway. A car pulled up in front of the terminal to get me to another terminal, which I was going to walk it. and I didn't know. And this car had a big placard up looking for P&O staff. Anyway, I got in the car, we got to the other terminal that I needed to get to San Juan, and he said, all right, why are we calling in here? And I said, well, I've got to get another flight out to San Juan. He said, you're not coming to the office? I said, the office? I said, no. He said, I'm picking so-and-so. I said, that's not me. He was picking someone up from the office to go to the office there in New York. I was trying to join the ship. But it done me a favour. It got me dropped off there. I did the same again. I flew out to San Juan to get away from the tax man once, and I stayed at the Condado Beach, and I spent an evening on the piss on one of the Cunard Countess or Princess, I can't remember which one it was. I parked the car so badly when I came back to the Condado Beach, nobody could get out of the car park. But it was all in the aid of fun. These are stories that will come out if we all talk to each other and other people.
Exactly.
These are the things that come out.
Look, John, you're meant to be sending me the page out that book. What refers to me being stuck in
I'm on page 68 right now. And what I sent to Peter Pratt, and I know that I sent it to Dave as well. I said to Peter, I said, I know most people probably wait till they finish reading the book before they tell him, wow, that was incredible. But I couldn't wait, because he reminded me what it was like going to Beaufort House the first time to get a job at P&O. You know.
Yeah, I know that.
And the fact that I told Peter the story. I told Peter my story because I was working for an aircraft catering place in Crawley at Gatwick Airport, and I was good at making 1,000 ham and cheese sandwiches. I told them that I was a chef, and I did, and they gave me the job as third cook and baker. And thank God that Lou Menzies, the chef, who was a guard, sent me down the crew mess. I was the crew service cook. If I didn't have to cook, that's the only way I'd be here now, because otherwise I'd have been kicked off the ship.
But the crew of the Oriana lived on cheese and ham sandwiches.
No. I tell you what. Lou Menzies had a problem prior to me being on the ship that so much grief was coming from the crew mess, from bad this, bad that. I went down there, and even though I had a drunk crew cook, right, I still covered for him, and I went the extra mile. And Lou Menzies, he loved me, so I stayed down the crew mess for a couple of voyages. And then there was this Scottish baker who hated me, right, and his main goal in life was getting me up in the galley. And that's when I went to hockey and the SAP whatever, and I asked to become a waiter.
Brian Hockey.
Yeah, Brian Hockey. And he let me go from third cook and baker to being a waiter in the restaurants. And that's what I did. Yeah.
Which ship are we talking about, John?
The Oriana.
Right.
John, I remember you being crew cook.
Yeah.
On the Oriana when I was on there.
Crew service cook. And I got to tell you another funny.
I remember it.
I got to tell you another funny story. Right. First week out of Southampton, right, and the deckies were from Belfast. They were a tough bunch of boys, right. So I'm working with the U gang, the U gang who worked for me, and I guess there was one deckie who was so drunk, and he was pissed off because I didn't give him the right slice of beef, and one of the guys said, "John, he's coming to you with a knife." So he left the crew mess, and all I knew was this guy was coming to me with a knife. As he came in the back of the mess, I pushed him, and he fell against the watertight door, which, as you know, is solid steel, right? Slashed his head open. I ended up being called up on the bridge for that. But what they told me on the side was that I was just defending myself, you know. But after that, I got a lot of respect in the crew mess.
Yeah, you've only got to just stand your piece on those ships.
Yeah.
I was always told never go on an O-boat because an O-boat there's problems.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I never had a problem with any of them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, John. It's funny you should say that because one of the expressions that I picked up was, "You didn't sign on, you weighed in."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of the expressions I picked up on.
Yeah.
What
I did 2 O-boats. I did 2 O-boats. I did the Orchides with my first ship, which is the sister ship to the Oronsay.
I did the Oronsay.
And the Orsova, which Steve, I think, was on. And I did the Oriana.
I did the Oronsay and Oriana. I think they both. Gizzy was on both of them.
Yeah, I did also over in Oriana.
And also, when I took over on the Oronsay from what's his name? From poor guy who's passed away now. He was on Princess. He was in the crew bar on Sun Princess for years.
Not Kevin Harrow.
Not Kevin.
No, oh Christ.
He was not in the crew bar.
Whispering Jack.
Who?
Whispering Jack.
Bonbon.
Oh, Dave Bonnet.
Dave Bonnet,
We know Bonbon. Dave Bonnet.
Yeah, I took over the Ocean Bar from, I think it was the Ocean Bar on Oriana from Bonbon.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Bonbon came down to visit me down in the valleys. And he just bought, all the neighbours were at the curtains, pulling the curtains. He just bought one of them brand new, I hated them really, one of them brand new Rovers. The
Rovers.
Yes, that's right, he did, yeah.
And he pulled up at the house in this brand new, spanking brand new Rover. And all the neighbours, that's posh. I'm going to tell you this story. I don't think he'd ever come to the valleys again because I took him down the rugby club and there was a stripper on. And we all sat there. And mind you, the stripper was great. And she was an old favourite of Risk
Your hair still parted.
But I have to tell you, I don't know if any of you ever remember it, but there was a game going round. This was the early 80s. There was a game going round where they walk around the club, and you remember the trays that they used to get the beers on? They were only thin, weren't they?
Yep.
You know, like Watney Man's red tray, but they were only thin. And they'd walk around the club and they'd be banging people over the head with it. Well, this must be a Welsh thing, guys. It must be a Welsh thing. Yeah. Well, it didn't hurt because it was just like just a tin, and it was flat, you know, so it didn't hurt at all. Of course, they came and banged him over the head. I was mortified, but it didn't hurt him. But I think he was really pleased to get the fuck out of there, honestly. He really was. I'm with him. What would be a great spotlight every week for that video would be, where are they now?
Oh, that sounds good, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, right, I want to know where two people are. Fraser and Manchester Mick. That's my two.
Oh. Right. Fraser.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'd like to know where Fraser is.
Somebody posted a picture of Fraser. Where?
See, Prince Luce, I heard that, yeah.
Well, why can't he be in the crew bar?
Whitley Bay. In Newcastle, Northumberland area, with his lovely wife, Jill.
Jill.
Two children, Becky and Daniel.
Oh, okay.
I have grandchildren now, I believe, as well.
And Manchester Mick, anybody
If you ever speak to him, give him my regards.
No idea.
Yeah.
No idea about Manchester Mick.
Manchester Mick.
Yeah.
I had I had a brief contact with him some years ago.
Yeah.
And I tried to keep in touch, but he just sort of fell off the radar. I don't know what happened to him. He lives just up the road in Salford. He only lives in Salford.
No idea then. No idea where he is.
Yeah.
He was a taxi driver around Manchester.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I heard. He was a cab driver.
Yes.
Okay,
It's
right.
not Salford from me. It's only 20 minutes drive.
It's close to you, Steve, yes.
Yeah.
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 He just fell off the radar. Never heard of him. Yeah, basically. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had a taxi business, I think, had a few cars.
He used to go out, he was with a girl called Maureen, Maureen.
Yeah.
No idea.
He was off the ships.
Oh, blimey.
How about Phil Butcher? Why doesn't he join the crew bar, Phil Butcher?
Oh, you've got to talk about that, Phil.
Huh?
It's a long story, Angelo.
Elusive, Phil, I must say.
Okay, so I don't want to go any further there.
Phil's okay, isn't he?
Yeah, Phil's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Phil's okay, isn't he? Dave, Phil's okay.
Yeah.
I spoke to him this week. I spoke to him the day, it was a week ago, was poor Andy on the Sunday.
Yeah.
On the Monday, we had the bad news with
Louise,
the body backer. And I think Phil phoned Monday night, actually, just to say sorry to hear the news.
Yeah, I sent Phil a text to tell him that Andy had passed away.
Sorry?
I sent Phil a text because I couldn't get hold of him, so I sent him a text to say that Andy had passed. He never came back to me, but I guess that was a follow-on. Phil, these days, he doesn't 100% contact in 2 seconds, but, he does come back.
Yeah. I was saying, he was working. He was doing 3 night shifts at the hotel in Southampton.
Yeah, I think he stopped that, hasn't he?
No, he's doing it either these 3 nights now or the last few nights.
Oh, is he still doing it? Oh, all right, okay.
Yeah, which is good. He's well enough to be doing it. He's fit and well to do it.
Yeah.
What else was it?
And I rang Oscar, but the thing was, it was difficult for him to talk because he was on his bike.
Jesus.
Can you qualify which bike he was talking about?
Very funny, Ray.
No, I did speak to him seriously, and he'd already heard about Andy at the time. So because I didn't want
Have you heard anything about when the funeral is, David?
They just I think Peter said it in the message that he sent back, just saying that it would be a small family. COVID. But the good news was in such a sad situation that come next year, hopefully when things are a bit more doable, that they would have a memorial service, and that would be a wonderful thing for us all to go to.
That would be nice. That would be.
Peter said that the family were overwhelmed with all the messages, because all the messages we got on the crew bar, plus individual ones, we've sent through to Peter, and he's forwarded these all these one-liners, two-liners.
Oh, John, that's classic. I love it.
Anyway, so next year, Ollie, you saying something? Ollie, were you saying something in your pocket?
I think even Ollie did, yeah.
Did you say?
I did it. I'm going to say good night to you all.
Ollie says good night to you all.
Good night, Ollie.
Good night, Ollie.
That's good.
Yeah.
Let me say something too.
Ollie, good night, Ollie.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night, mate.
Right, Ollie,
I need to say something to everybody. Let's have another San Juan lunch.
I'll have you in your pocket this week. All right, Ollie?
San Juan?
Right, you're
San Juan, yeah. Who's listening to me?
Yeah, I am. Yep.
Who's listening? Hey, let's all have another San Juan lunch.
In the same place.
That will be something that will... Can we find somewhere that will take us?
No,
Would they ever let us in again?
Risk a rugby
club. No arseholes.
Yeah, rugby club might do it,
Volker Schmidt might have had a shave before he came out.
Yes.
Oh, God.
In actual fact,
I spoke to him. I've actually contacted him once on, oh, God, what's it called? Another site, but he wasn't looking for a job. He was on there. He was just a member on there.
That was Lincoln.
California.
John, there's a picture of you. There's a picture of you coming up. The Trembles. There's a photo coming up very shortly of you. I'm just going to in.
That's not Trembles.
No, I'm going to say I had bigger tits than that.
Hey, where's the caveman? Where's the caveman this week?
Caveman.
Right, hang on. Look, wait
in the middle.
John, it's coming. It's coming. Where is it?
There's Elmer.
That was Elmer last week, or the week before.
Look at Elmer.
Hey.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Volker.
There's Volker.
I've heard about brown nosing, but actually sticking your head up the arse, that's going to...
Yeah, but that was hang on. I backed off that one. I'll tell you what, Terry... I don't know if anybody of you know Terry, the photographer. He got all those... He sorted those photographs out.
Really?
Terry sorted them out. Now, I've got some pictures online. I'll put them online. I've got some pictures that I'll put online of Terry. We went out on a yachting day with Terry, who else? Fred, the casino manager, and another girl who worked in the casinos as well. We took a yacht out in San Juan. Was it San Juan? Yeah, I think, no, St. Thomas.
St. Thomas, yeah.
Thomas, yeah, we took the yacht out for the day. And we had a bit of a spinny dipping day, and oh, God, it was a session and a half. That was just for a change. There was Peter, I'll tell you who was on board, PCJ, Peter Jennison.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God. Was he there?
On board, and also, Italian, he went quite senior ashore in Los Angeles.
That was the
Omar, yeah.
Omar. Yeah, he was on board as well. Oh, Christ, that was the day out that was.
He used to rent the boats all the time, yes, in St. Thomas. I did it one time. Yeah, I did it one time. Very
Peter
nice.
Jennison was there, John. Peter Jennison was there, was he?
Yeah, Peter Jennison, PCJ was on board, yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
I don't want to get out of order here, but PCJ had a thing about Omar.
I think you probably did, yes, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and Omar, I remember Omar had this T-shirt on that day, which was not really, because we stood on the quayside before we got on the boat and that, and it had, "I'm a fucking genius" written on the T-shirt with big bold letters. Oh,
By the way, Omar is in Colorado now. He lives in Colorado. He's with Princess.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not working for Princess anymore.
Okay, I have to tell you guys a technical thing. We're running in...
Omar is not working for
Yeah.
Princess anymore.
Okay, right, okay.
He's in Colorado.
Okay.
I have to tell you something. We're running out of time for the Crew Bar replay edition. Because I've got I've got 1 hour and 15 minutes.
I have to go anyway because I'm getting calls out the back here.
Right,
about a
so
snake being
the Crew Bar has to close. Yeah.
Okay.
I've had a good night. Love to see everybody, and I'll be looking forward to the next session.
Okay.
See ya.
Ciao, everybody. Ciao, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care now. Ciao, ciao. Ciao. Cheers, guys.
We're expecting you.